Hello guys, welcome to GMAT Point. In this video, we'll see if GMAT is mandatory to pursue an MBA in the USA. The USA has always remained as one of the top destinations for every MBA aspirant. And every year, more than half of the students wishing to pursue an MBA abroad send their GMAT scores to the US universities. And one of the frequently asked questions by a lot of aspirants who wish to pursue an MBA in the USA is GMAT mandatory for MBA in the USA, or what is the eligibility to pursue an MBA in USA? So in this video, we'll discuss everything about the eligibility that's required to apply to some of the top universities in the US, and also we'll see if the GMAT is really necessary to apply for an MBA in USA. Okay, so firstly, if you're someone who's planning to take the GMAT exam, you can also kickstart your preparation with GMAT Point. So at GMAT Point, we are offering a lot of free resources for the aspirants who wish to take the GMAT exam. So we are providing 5 free topic tests each on the quant and the verbal section, and also we are providing free GMAT daily tests. So we provide free tests every day, and you can take these on our website gmatpoint.com. You can also join our Telegram group wherein you can post and discuss your queries with your peers and exam experts. We are also going to launch a GMAT course very soon, and we are going to update you immediately once it's launched. So stay tuned for that update. And apart from that, if you have any other queries regarding the GMAT exam or regarding the preparation, please do email us at support@gmatpoint.com. You can also WhatsApp or call us on this number 630-323-9042. Alright, now let us look at the eligibility to pursue an MBA in the USA. Firstly, a majority of institutes in US require the applicants to have a minimum of 16 years of education. So the students must have completed a graduate degree after completing their school. So that is, after you have completed your 10+2, you need to have a bachelor's degree. But again, you can also have a 3-year bachelor's degree or also a 4-year bachelor's degree. Most universities are now accepting a 3-year bachelor's degrees as well. That is, if you are from a non-engineering background, you can also apply with a 3-year bachelor's degree. Also, those students who have already pursued a master's degree can also apply. So they are also eligible to apply for an MBA in the US. So if you look at the basic requirements for pursuing an MBA in the USA, firstly, as mentioned, you would need a bachelor's degree, and a good GPA in your undergraduation will also help you during your application. That is, it will make the admission process easy. And another basic and very important requirement is the GMAT score. And a GMAT score of usually above 600 is required. But we'll finally discuss this in the next slide, whether the GMAT score is really mandatory or is it not really mandatory. And a proof of English proficiency, that is the TOEFL or the IELTS test, but this is for the non-native English speakers. So the non-native speakers of English need to take the TOEFL or the IELTS, and also work experience. So work experience is one of the important factors that's required to apply for the top universities in the US. So a minimum work experience of 2 to 3 years is usually recommended, but some universities also give admission to candidates with no work experience or with work experience less than 2 years. But the one who has work experience of at least 2 to 3 years will have an edge over other applicants. Also, these are the basic eligibility requirements that are required to pursue an MBA in the US. These requirements will more or less be the same, but you are also advised to check with the respective college websites before applying. So to know about the exact eligibility criteria of a college that you are applying, the target college that you are applying, you need to check with that college website. Alright, now finally, let us address this question. So having discussed the eligibility criteria to apply for an MBA in the US, so is GMAT really mandatory for an MBA? And the answer is yes, it is, especially for the top B schools. So if you're targeting the top B schools in the US, you should take the GMAT exam. Also, most B schools would require GMAT. So the GMAT is mandatory for those who wish to pursue an MBA in the US. The aspirants need to achieve a good GMAT score to improve their chances of admission. And yes, there are some programs and also some B schools that don't require the GMAT score to pursue an MBA. So there are some programs that do not require GMAT, but taking the GMAT exam always improve your chances of getting an admission, especially if you want to get admitted to some of the best B schools in the world and some of the best B schools in the US. Taking GMAT will always improve your chances. Also, if you take the GMAT and if you could manage to get a good score, it opens doors to many good B schools across the globe. And also there are many more advantages of taking the GMAT. We have made a detailed video on some of the benefits, some of the biggest benefits of taking the GMAT exam. You can watch that video. We have provided the link to that video in the description box below, so you can check it out if you want to. And one of the biggest advantages of taking the GMAT is also scholarships. So as we all know, pursuing an MBA degree, especially getting an MBA degree from abroad, is a very expensive affair. If you take the GMAT and if you could manage to get a good score in the GMAT, you'll be eligible to get a scholarship that can drastically reduce your MBA fee. So yes, you must take the GMAT exam if you wish to apply for an MBA in US. And remember that it's not a very tough job to crack the GMAT exam. If you have practiced well, if you have prepared well, if you have planned your preparation well and you have done proper practice, it's not a very tough exam. You can crack the GMAT. So do take our daily tests that we are offering on a daily basis. That will help you improve your performance in those topics. Also in the coming videos, we'll be discussing about the top B schools and also the application process for each of these B schools. Thank you so much.